Anybody got anything? Kawhi's pretty good.
Where you guys got game one under your belt? How does it feel?
It's good. It's one step in our journey. Obviously, it's trying to get four here. So came out, did what we had to do. I thought obviously Kawhi and Pascal were incredible, and we didn't play extremely well. Good enough to win. We'll take it. And so come in today, look and see where we can be better, and try to go out and get game two as well.
Right, seeing Pascal's growth as close as anybody around this franchise, sort of walk us through it, and have you possibly seen this coming?
Yeah, I'm not trying to take anything away from the guy, trust me, but he works every day, every single day. This year with him playing 40-plus minutes a night, it's probably the first time I've seen him take days off in the 3 years that I've been here. So you're talking about a guy who's in the gym every day. He's here before practice, staying after practice. And he just works. He just works, and he's got an unbelievable motor and great energy and just a love and a pure joy for the game. You can see that in the way that he plays. So he's been unbelievable, and he continues to get better each day, and he adds new stuff each day, and he's been getting better throughout the season. Obviously, the jump shot's coming along. He's shooting mid-range pull-ups now, so there's so much that he's added to his offensive game to go along with the energy and the effort that he already plays with. So it's been a lot of fun to watch, and he's obviously a big part of what we do.
What are some things you're looking to do better in game two? I mean, not everything went well. What are some things you have to clean up?
Yeah, we made a lot of defensive mistakes. I thought that we played pretty hard, but we made a lot of defensive mistakes. I thought we fouled a couple three-point shooters. I think they had 13 offensive rebounds. Our end of quarter execution wasn't great. We fumbled a 2-for-1 in the third quarter, so blew some coverages, and there's a lot of stuff that we can clean up, which is encouraging, obviously, to win. But we know that they'll be better, and we'll have to be better to get game two. But there's definitely a lot of things we can clean up.
Where are you guys, do you think, in the evolution of just kind of the collective intelligence and knowing where everyone's going to be and where they're going to go? Because you're still figuring it out as you go. Right?
Yeah, I think we've been pretty in sync. I thought as the series went on in Orlando, we got better by each game. So hopefully we continue to see that throughout this series. I thought we kind of I don't want to say went through the motions last night, but just there was some lapses that you can't really have, and we were just bailed out by two guys having great offensive nights. So we got to keep stringing together stops and keep staying, five guys together on the same page on the defensive end, and that'll carry us. So if we continue to guard like that, we'll be fine.
Does that familiarity come because there's fewer guys playing?
Yeah, maybe so. There's the guys that are out there kind of find a good rhythm. Like I said before, that 5-6 man unit is really good, and then the other guys that come in, myself and Norm and Serge, we gotta find ways to continue to keep impacting the game. So you're getting more reps, obviously, together, and that can build some chemistry and some cohesiveness. And at this time of the season, guys aren't taking many plays off. So as long as you stay locked in and engaged each time down the floor, you like your chances. But there's a few lapses that we had, and we looked at it today. So try to clean that up going forward.
Does it help that you have a lot of what you call really high IQ basketball players on this team?
Yeah, definitely. I think that each guy out there kind of understands what we're trying to do, understands what the other team's trying to do, and it's just a matter of executing, what the coaches put together for us and going out there and doing it well and doing it right. So, you got to make plays this time of year, and as long as you're in the right spot and you're where you're supposed to be, most times, that'll take care of most of it for you.
Fred, considering that.
You worked with Mark now for about 4 months or so. What have you taken away? He had a reputation before he came here. What have you kind of seen from your perspective now with him as a defender, and why?
Yeah, I mean, we knew the offensive game, right? You knew the IQ, the shooting, the scoring. I thought when he was in Memphis, we always focused on him, as the number one option offensively, and he hasn't had to do that much here, which is good and bad. But we'd like to see him be a little bit more aggressive. But I didn't realize how good of a one-on-one defender he was, and not going to talk him up too much because we still got a lot of basketball to play. I don't want to jinx him, but he's been really, really, really good one-on-one defensively. You saw last series against Vucevic, and he's got his hands full in this one. So he's been unbelievable, and he's kind of been that anchor down there for us, as well as Serge coming off the bench.
Is he really vocal, like as a guard when you're in, when he's behind? Does he help direct?
Yeah, for sure. He's back there. He's seen it all. He's letting us know, and there's good communication both ways. You know, I talk to him, Kyle talks to him, and he talks to us and lets us know what he sees and what we see, and there's some good dialogue there in terms of what we need to do and where we can be better. And you know, there's not many times when you don't know what's going to happen on both sides, and that's always a good thing.
Fred, you spent a fair amount of time on J.J. Redick last night in those transition lineups. How difficult are those two-man actions with Redick and Embiid to navigate?
Yeah, it's tough. It's as tough as it gets. It's in terms of one of the better shooters, you know, this generation, and a guy who's hard to run around. Embiid is not a small man, and he's pretty physical. So they got a good action there. And most times when you get a shooter like that, the guy who's screening can't really score. So, you know, you kind of put more effort on the guy coming off. But if he throws it right back to Embiid, you got a whole nother problem. So it's been really tough to guard, and it's taken a lot. Obviously, it's going to take a lot of focus, and we have to really key in. I thought we did a good job for the most part. I thought JJ got loose on some broken plays. He got a pin in, got a transition one. A couple guys fell down, he got one. So for the most part, we did a good job. We just got to continue to stay locked in on that matchup.
In terms of Pascal and the shots he's taking and the different shots he's starting to take, how hard is that as an NBA player to start to expand your game outwards from different places on the floor, right? Like Kawhi gets the spots. Pascal just kind of finds huge spots to be in somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, the spots come from somewhere. So at one point, those spots weren't Kawhi spots. And over time, you build those up, and it really just takes a lot of guts to say, okay, I don't really care what anybody says is going to be my shot now. And you make it, nobody says anything, right? So Pascal is doing that a little bit. He's taking some step backs and some pull-ups and some, you know, thought he hit a jab three in the last series, which we haven't seen before. So the kid he works on everything. He works on all of those shots. There's nothing that he's just out there trying to do randomly. He works on his game, and over time he's going to continue to make them. And it's not really much you can do about it. So he kind of dictates his own destiny in terms of what he can be as an offensive player.
Does it surprise you that he's just trying out new stuff like at this stage rather than regular stuff that he's doing it during the playoffs?
No. You got it going like that. You're just out there. He's just seeing the rim, and it's keep getting bigger and bigger. Like I said, it takes a lot of guts, but that comes from putting in the work, and that's where the confidence comes from. So sky's the limit for him, obviously, and we just got to keep continuing to get him in good spots and keep feeding him the ball. I mean, I was pissed at myself yesterday for, you know, not playing as well as I thought I could play, but I mean, I was just enjoying the show for most of it. Like, I didn't want to mess it up. I was just throwing those two guys the ball and watching. I haven't seen many games like that.
How much does following Redick is always move and like take away maybe from your offensive game because you have to put so much energy into that?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, I think that's why you work hard and try to be in good shape. But for me, coming off the bench, like, it's always defense first, guard your position, guard your matchup, and then whatever else happens after that, it happens. So, yeah, definitely coming in, my focus, me personally, is coming in trying to guard my matchup and win that battle defensively. And you know, me and Kyle talked about that before the series started, was just, you know, how locked in we're going to have to be. And it probably takes away a little bit, but, you know, they're not going to feel sorry for us, so you got to keep working.
Wait, what's the challenge as a second unit player this time of year, coming off the bench cold and having every possession be so important?
Yeah, it's tough. You just named it. You know, you coming in the game. There's no time to fill into it. There's no time to warm up. You got to come in and make an impact. And each possession is so vital and so big. And as the 6th, 7th, 8th option on the floor, you got to be ready to make open shots when they come to you and make good decisions with the ball, guard your position, and you know, when you get the opportunity, try to make the most of it.
We all know that Kawhi Leonard is an amazing player, but what has been his impact on this team mentally? I mean, the guy is just so calm. He's a champion, and you guys fuel of him during the games.
I don't really know how to answer that question, to be honest. I don't know if he has a mental effect. I think he's one of the best players in the league, and guys feed off of that, and he bails us out a lot. But you know, we're all locked in pretty much together, and he's a team guy, and that's the best part about it. So this time of year, all we're worried about is wins and losses, and having a guy like that probably gives you a better chance to win, and we understand that. And just having him as a bailout, sometimes you can just throw him the ball, let him get a bucket. It'll calm things down sometimes.